What's going on, fam? CA for Jesus here, back with another one. So tonight's title, Prayer for Vindication. So I just started attending a new church, and they believe wholeheartedly in the power of casting out demons, speaking in tongues, healing the sick, raise the dead, because the Bible said we can do it. Jesus said we can do it. It's all throughout Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and parts of the Old Testament, other parts in the New Testament. It's all over. So I recently got an email from my previous pastor, and I just started attending this new church a couple weeks ago, and my pastor at my previous church reached out, and he's just like, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a few weeks, just want to make sure everything's okay." And I told him, I was like, "Yeah, everything's great, and much love to you too, and to your congregation. I learned so much, but I was feeling that I wasn't getting my spiritual needs met because they don't believe, they're a Bible-believing church, yet they don't believe in deliverance. They see it more as like a metaphor, maybe. I don't even know exactly. And this is not to bash on my previous pastor at all. I have nothing but love for him. But when I first started going to the church, and I was telling him how I want to explore deeper into deliverance, and he was just saying like, "Oh, God will deliver you in his own way, and his grace is sufficient," and this stuff, which is like, I was just totally unsatisfied with that answer. But I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm interpreting things wrong. But like, I got deeper and deeper into the scriptures, and getting deliverance, going through deliverance myself, seeing it firsthand in front of me. I've seen miracles, signs, and wonders, and I've had it done to myself. So the fact that someone can tell me that this is not real, I mean, I had to tell my pastor, I was like, "Yeah, I had to leave, I'm moving on to this new church. I just feel like I really need to go deeper. My spiritual needs are not being met. This church believes in deliverance, and I want to explore that deeper." And then, he replied with, he's like, the concept, the practice of deliverance is going beyond what the scriptures says, and, the gospel is enough, and all this stuff. And I'm just like, man. So I'm asking y'all to pray for him, because that's just, every time someone, tries to say that it's not real, and it's like, dude, I'm living proof. What are you talking about? You can't tell me it's not real when I've experienced it myself. Okay? But I'm praying that he can go deeper, that if there's a spirit of doubt that's blocking him from going deeper, I pray that he can go deeper. And I'm praying for vindication, because when I've seen so many miracles, signs, and wonders, and it's one thing, obviously, for atheists and non-believers or whatever, that's going to be the common response you're going to hear, like, "Oh, if he's real, like, where's evidence, blah, blah, blah." And it's just like, all right, not going to go down that rabbit hole, but the evidence is all around us, first of all. That should be enough. He's the creator of the universe. But I'm not gonna put God on trial. But it just really, really frustrates me with believers, and he really loves the Lord. But I knew from the beginning. But it's like I'm now starting to just like like I said, I want to be more of a doer of the word, because I'm seeing things. God is like showing me like clear like visions of the future. And it's funny how things come full circle. You know, what was it, like, yeah, 7 months ago, when he told me this, that, you know, God's grace is sufficient, and then now, you know, telling me like, oh, deliverance, the practice of deliverance is not seen in scriptures. And it's just like, okay, well then just deny Matthew, Mark, and Luke then, I guess. And but anyways, again, it's not to bash on them, but iron sharpens iron, and this is just, I'm frustrated, man. But you know, everybody's on a different timeline, but you're not going to tell me that. Let's just go to the scriptures real quick, because he wants to talk about, he's like, you got to stay rooted in the scriptures. I challenge you to stay rooted in the scriptures, is what he told me. But let's go quickly to Mark 16 verse 17. And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils. They shall speak with new tongues. They shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. And there's plenty more evidence in Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and all over the scriptures, which he's telling me to be grounded in the scriptures, yet constantly telling me like, oh, you're interpreting it wrong or something. Like, no, I'm not. Okay, I've read it over and over. I've wrestled with these passages. I've tried to take his word into account, his advice, but I'm not second guessing myself. God is showing me that this is real. And y'all that are here, y'all know it's real too. Okay? So, but, you know, and God led me to this church because he knows where I'm at. He knows that this church is going to meet more of my spiritual needs. So just pray for my previous pastor and his congregation to go deeper, because there's no limits on God. He can do all things, and he can have the hand upon us and use us as vessels to do things. Amen. So yeah, prayer for vindication. To be vindicated is to reveal signs, wonders, and miracles to people that don't believe. So it's like I'm sitting here trying to convince people to believe that I've seen miracles, signs, and wonders, and they don't believe is because they haven't seen it. But at the same time, I'm still going to keep doing what I'm doing. And yeah, God is calling me to go deeper and deeper, and he's calling you to go deeper. Now's the time. There's no better time than now to just go deeper and deeper and deeper. Amen. So I love y'all so much. Just had to get that off my chest. Click that like button so I can get this message out to more people. Please hit that like button. It doesn't cost you anything. All right. It's just a tap of your finger. Okay. Comment down below. Did this help y'all? Did it resonate with you? Prayer requests down below as well. Would love to pray for you. Share this message with the lost sheep out there, especially with these basic Christians. No offense to y'all, but I have to tell you the truth because I love you. You're being too basic. All right. All of Matthew, Mark, and Luke, that's not something that was just like, oh, that was for then and not for now. No, it's for now too. Don't put limits on God, all right? Anyways, all right. Subscribe. I love y'all. Have a blessed evening.